And welcome back, everybody. Guess who's back? Bruce Porter joins us now with this week's Dollars and Cents from the Resource Center, of course. Thank you for coming in.
Hey, glad to be here.
Good to have you, as always. Now, we want to dive into our topic here in just a second. First of all, though, you're calling it Planning Made Simple Workshop. Tell me about the workshop.
Yeah, it's our estate planning series we're still doing. We have a lot of demand for it, so we have one tonight at 6, and I think it's full, and tomorrow is full. But we do have the same workshops coming up in February. We have those scheduled several months out. So if you're interested, bring your family. You want to sit down and get some basics about estate planning. This is our tagline for the year, Planning Made Simple.
That's what it is. It's simple.
We try to make it simple to where it's easy to understand, and then you can take that information and you can make decisions on how to move forward.
Yeah, and I think that's the taking the first step is sometimes the hardest part to do, and it's really not that hard. You just got to start somewhere.
It really is.
Okay.
And we try to take all the anxiety away and give you a direction.
Exactly.
And it does help.
Set us on the right path. All right,
Absolutely.
Today we're going to talk about CD rates. Now, with interest rates the way they are right now, sometimes people are saying people still do CDs, but yes, of course they do. Tell me about that.
Well, they do. I mean, you know, the Fed funds rate is used, and that's the internal, we won't dive into a lot of detail on that, but the Fed's fund rate dictates prevailing interest on a lot of different things. Credit card rates, car loan rates, mortgage rates, things like that.
Right.
And then effectively, it dictates funds available to the public for savings and long-term savings, things like that.
Okay.
Well, you know, when the rates are low, what does it do? It boosts the economic impact.
Sure.
When rates are high, it puts the brakes on. So right now, the Feds have said the Fed funds rate is going to stay pretty much the same for the next 3 years, all the way through 2023.
Okay, so 2023.
So we can expect interest rates to stay low to continue to boost the economy for the next, 2 years now?
Yeah.
2 more years. So now, how does that affect you as a consumer? Well, if you're let's just talk basics. If we've got some money in the bank in savings, and maybe we're retired, maybe we're not, this is going to apply to everybody. So and I tried to get as close as I could on what the best bank rates were. So if you look at a 0.75% bank rate, and that's a pretty good rate right now, like for a 2-year term with a $1,000 minimum. That's $750 per year per 100,000.
Per 100,000.
So if you've got 10,000, that would be $75. If you've got 1,000, it'd be $7.50 per year.
So not a huge return, but it's very safe.
It's very safe, and that's why people have their money in a bank savings type plan, is because FDIC, and it's safe and it's secure and things like that. Well, a bank calls that product a certificate of deposit. An insurance company calls the same similar product a fixed annuity. So when you look at a fixed annuity compared to a fixed bank CD, here's an example. Current rate of 2.4, that's kind of, there's several companies that have this. A 3-year term, so a little bit longer term, but again, if your objective is interest earnings on that money, you can pull it out or you can leave it in. It's higher per 1,000. It's higher per 100,000. You look at $2,400 per year per 100,000 versus $750 per 100.
Yeah.
So that'd be $240 per year per 10,000,
Right.
or $24 per year per 1,000.
Yeah.
It's 3 times what the rate is.
Which I think begs the question here, what on earth is the difference that would make me say, well, why would I do this when I could do that? But there are so many other things to figure out.
They're both guaranteed. They're both safe and secure. CDs are taxable, whether you use the interest or leave it in there. Annuities are deferred. So there's some differences, but the main thing is, are they safe? Are they secure? Bank accounts are secure. What's the objective of cash? That emergency reserve.
Exactly.
If you've got too much cash, you're sacrificing rate, then part of your cash might be more suited in a longer term, like 2.4 fixed annuity
Right.
might be an option for long-term accounts, but you still need to maintain cash reserves in the bank.
Okay, yes, you do. Get some expert advice. But
Absolutely.
you've got your book, of course. Talk real quick about where people find your book.
Finding the Courage to Retire. You can call the office, 882-1800. We've got copies there, or you can go on Amazon, order it on there. But I cover a lot of these topics in my book.
He does. It's a very, very good book, full
Absolutely.
of good information. If you have a question for Bruce Porter, visit his website, resourcecenterinc.com, or give him a call, 417-882-1800. Good to see you.
Be glad to help. See you next week.
See you next time.